So this lesson here is going to be on niches. Niches is the most important thing that you need to be aware of before you start creating your AI influencer. The reason for this is because coming into this industry, a lot of people, what do? They create a blonde-haired, blue-eyed model. I know you guys have seen thousands of these online. They all look exactly the same because people don't know what they're doing. They come to a generator, they generate an image, and that's the first thing that comes to their mind. They generate that, they think that's amazing because obviously it's their first image, and then they chuck it straight up onto Instagram, and that is now their model. It looks like every single other model in the world. So what you need to do is identify a niche before you start generating. Yes, play around with the generator, 10-15 minutes, just work out how it works, all of this kind of stuff, get used to it, that's fine. However, when you want to start making a professional model that is going to be used in the future, you're gonna wanna start with a niche. So firstly, you've got to identify a niche. Now, we're gonna be covering this in this whole lesson, identifying a niche, persona, how you're gonna do a bit of research to identify what niche is the best, and so on. So hopefully you enjoy this. This is obviously episode 2 of the series of creating an AI influencer from scratch. So if you haven't seen episode 1, check it out because we're gonna be going over every single milestone, and this is the first one. Let's get into the video now, but remember, that niches are important and you're going to want to watch to the end so that you understand every single step of creating a good niche, good identity, which people will then engage with. It's pointless creating some massive ogre looking sloth woman if you're aiming to attract an audience. So try not to make Jabba the Hutt and try to make someone that's slightly more attractive that's going to be able to engage with an audience very well. So let's get into the video now. Right, so let's get into the first one. So like I mentioned, we need a niche or a personality. Now, a lot of you just get into this, create an AI model, start posting online and wonder why you get nowhere. And the reason you're not getting anywhere is because it's not interesting. You're boring, mate. No one really cares. You need to have a personality or something that people can relate to so that you can get views. So if you look at some of these images here, there's an activity going on. People can start a conversation. Imagine bumping into someone on the elevator and you're both just staring at each other. You're both in like a white top, jeans. Nothing's kind of going to spark a conversation there. But if someone walked in with, let's say, a surfboard in the middle of central London, you're going to be like, "You alright, mate? Do you surf?" And he's obviously going to be like, "Yes." And it's going to be easy to spark a conversation because there's a significant niche or personality about this person. This is the exact same with social media. The losers that we're targeting to get them to subscribe to FanView or to obsess over your AI model or whatever are going to want to relate to you somehow. And if this is easy for them to start a conversation or even watch some of your content, then doing so is obviously very important. So let's have a little look at what we're going to do when it comes to creating a model. So firstly, we want to look at appearance. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen a few models that look very aesthetic when it comes to the AI world, but we're going to go over some examples. So let's start with the most obvious one that you guys can probably all guess. It is Aitana. She's got bright pink hair. If someone comes up to you and say, "Have you seen that pink-haired AI model?" Everyone knows who it is. They're all thinking of this model. So her appearance is obviously very definitive. It's very obvious who you're talking about. People have tried to replicate pink hair models in the past, but they can't beat this one. Everyone refers back to this. She has got a bit of a personality of like a fit, athletic, kind of sporty niche, which is obviously good. And that's kind of where she molds into. But it's pretty obvious why and how she stands out. It's obviously the hair. But let's look at some other creators. So if we go to this account here, let's analyze the appearance of this model and work out why she stands out. So bear in mind, this is like an OnlyFans model, but yeah, couldn't find any other good alternatives. All right, let's go to Reels quick. So I know, for example, this girl here smashes up cars for a living. So I think this video here. So if you refer back to her as the person that smashes up the cars, then it's pretty obvious who you're talking about. If I go on this one as well, probably not smashing that up as in a garage, but her niche is smashing up sports cars. She's also got appearance of very small. As you can see, these blokes probably about 6'3", probably. As you can tell, she's tiny. So that appearance of her niche and characteristic makes her stand out a lot. As you probably haven't seen in this video, that's a Rolls Royce, probably $500,000, and she's trying to smash it up. So this kind of niche and appearance obviously has made her do very, very well when it comes to everything in terms of social media, driving traffic and getting results, which is exactly what you'll be after. So something like that, where she's used height as an appearance and then also used smashing up cars as a kind of niche that you can follow. And then the last account we're going to look at is actually my account here. Obviously we don't have to do AI models or fan view models or anything like that, but what I've done here is I've created an AI version of myself and I've combined it with real life activities as well, so like a hybrid model, and put myself in front of sports cars. Now I don't have a Rolls Royce, this is AI, if you guys haven't realized. Obviously I state it in here as well, proof of concept, this is AI as well. But all of this allows you to have that kind of luxury lifestyle, which a lot of people have an affinity to, which is also very important. So that niche is almost like luxury, and then appearance is obviously just the basic standard, supermodel face. So yeah, that's kind of what you want to be looking at for step number 1, is how you're going to make them stand out based on basic appearance. Now what I don't advise is bright green hair or something like that. Like, don't do that, it's fucking weird. Pink hair, I think she could have got away with it because it's the first one. Bright green hair, bit weird. What I used to do is create influencers with quite unique eyes, like icy green or bright green or something like that. That works alright, doing a decent job, but try to think outside the box. Maybe go for height, super tall, super small, blah blah blah, whatever, and try create something of your own. Second one is niche. So we've kind of gone over this a little bit already, but let's look at 3 of the images here. So for example, niche number 1 of this model here is obviously she's kind of in that fashion kind of luxury niche here, doing some catwalks, doing some photo shoots, that kind of stuff. So modeling can be a niche that you can go into. Obviously this one here is like a skiing niche, so as you can see, very realistic again, and she's out skiing, taking a selfie, looks pretty good. And then this last one's kind of like a surfing niche, not quite as good with AI, but I just generated this for the video, so yeah, obviously could be better, but still pretty realistic. So these kind of 3 niches are all going to do quite well, and it's easy for people to start a conversation and engage with these models based around that niche. You're going to stand out. If you have a whole profile worth of skiing kind of content, then you're going to do a pretty good job. You're likely to get brand deals from any kind of skiing company or anything like that, if your AI influencer does do very well. Likewise with this, I'm pretty sure it says Sheen in the background. But that in the background, you can obviously then start to get brand deals, even if you just mimic exactly what they would post. So for example, if there was a skiing brand that posted maybe these jackets or these glasses, if you start to replicate their merch and post it, get quite a lot of views and tag whoever has that skiing merch or whatever, then you're more likely to get contacted by these agencies or by these sites for kind of advertisement and promotion, etc. So it's very good things you can do there. Plus, if you're going into the OF world or anything like that, it's a lot easier for people to relate. I'm sure a lot of old guys with a lot of money go skiing and can obviously give your model a little message. The last thing that you want to do here is step number 3 within this niches and persona, and that's do a bit of research. So before just saying, oh yeah, I love skiing, I'm just going to chuck them in a skiing niche, do some research on what actually works. Now this was just a basic little ChatGPT search, which I'm going to run through quick. I typed in, what is the best ratio between watched type of influencers versus demand in viewers? Obviously I worded that quite badly, but what I mean is how many influencers are there in the world, and what niches have a small amount of influencers but high demand. So basically a good ratio between competitors and viewers. And it's obviously come up with a few things here. So lifestyle is a big one, and as you can see, that's what I was doing on my Instagram account, and that's in high demand in terms of viewers, but it's also got high content supply, so there's a lot of other people doing this, so it is a bit overcrowded. Fitness, obviously a good one as well, as you can see, a medium ratio, so that's not too bad. Beauty, skincare is low, so it's not too bad, something you can go into, but it's not great. Means kind of comedy, so I've never seen like a comedy AI model, I'm not gonna lie, so that could be a banging niche to go into. I think that would work very well. I also interpret memes and comedy into my page, and as you can see, it does a good ratio, which is very good. But the thing that went the highest was actually AI models or virtual influencers, which is actually crazy. So as you can see, it's view and demand exploding, content supply low, and it's got an insane ratio. So anything that you do, any niche, is going to do well because you're an AI model anyway, which is fucking brilliant. As you see, gaming saturated, education is not too bad, but it's not really going to make you that much money. And then fashion is also medium. So once again, this was just a basic search on ChatGPT, and I got the amount of information to be able to identify what kind of avenue to then research down. So this is also obviously very, very good. So doing a bit of research, looking at other models, other influencers within the space, mimic what they're doing, how they're doing it, why they get views and why people have an affinity towards these models, and that's going to work very well. For example, in like the OF industry, a lot of people go onto Pornhub, look at some of the stars there or the top OF models, look at some statistics and work out why they're going so viral. Like, what is it about that person? Is it something in their niche or is it something in their appearance? Then they can take that out and put that into a different AI model. Similar with kind of like fashion deals or anything like that, and that can be done. So applying all of these is going to allow you to create the correct AI model so you can then start off the journey. Don't start generating images until you've got this sorted in your head based off actual real life statistics. So hopefully this helps, and yeah, I'll see you on the next lesson, which is, if we go back up, on about data sets and how we're going to create a data set to then be able to make a LoRa. So let's get into it. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. We have been doing videos like this in a series, like mentioned, from first episode to the second episode, which is today, and we've got 2 or 3 more episodes coming in the future. So make sure that you follow along, subscribe, so you can understand this journey and follow along with me and loads of other people that are doing the same thing and aiming for the same objective of creating the best AI influencer there is on the market. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you check the description as well, because as I mentioned in every single one of my videos, I'm going to be putting free gifts down there, such as workflows, additional educational videos that are going to give you an upper hand, skin enhancers and stuff like that. So anything that you may need, check the description. It's most likely going to be in there. And if it isn't, I'm going to be circulating things in and out depending on what people need based on what everyone's saying within the Discord community. So subscribe, like the video, because I know you like me so much, and check the description regularly on all of the videos, because that's where you're going to get the most amount of value. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully there's no Jabba the Hutts coming out of this. Hopefully there's no blonde hair, blue eyed models. Hopefully there are some killer AI models in the future that are going to be able to smash it. 10, 15, 20k per month isn't very hard to do if you've got a good fucking mind on your head, which I know a lot of people don't. So let's crack on.